Our sainted mother just smiles as she seemingly floats in after him. I think he should be spanked. Papa always threatens all of us with that punishment, but never follows through, perhaps because the threat alone is usually enough to put an end to whatever it is we've done to earn his wrath. Mama handles things completely differently. "Now, now, my papi," she sings, taking his face in both her hands as she calls him by the same term of endearment she once used on me. "Cucciolo, why would you say such a thing about my beloved city? How about I take you for pizza today?" It's enough to calm him momentarily. Mama always has that soothing effect on us. Sarah, our caretaker, walks in after the two of them, carrying a wailing Carina. Not even 3 yet, she's definitely a baby. I'm sure it was Matteo's tantrum that set her off. She always cries when one of us is too loud or disruptive. I think it's because she's a girl. Girls always want attention. Mama naturally pulls her focus away from Matteo to settle it on her youngest, rescuing her from Sarah, who looks harried after the trip down from Rome. I watch with unfettered envy as kisses and sweet words are laid upon my sister, wishing I was little again so I could pretend to be the baby and have Mama shower me with that kind of attention. Once everything is calm, she makes an announcement. "I have to go talk to your papa for a moment. Antonio, you're the oldest, so I need you to watch your brothers while Sarah takes care of Carina. Lorenzo, be a good boy and don't play with that in the house. You know that will only make your father angry. Matteo, I promise to take you into town for pizza when I'm done. Be a good boy for Mama until then." She saves Carina for last, nuzzling her and making cooing noises. "My darling daughter, don't cry. It makes my heart ache when you do." All of us happily obey her wishes. With Antonio's new toy firmly in my grasp, I stare at it, already thinking of the ways I can use it against him in the same manner that he's taunted me with it since he unwrapped it only last week. Maybe I'll even get Matteo to join in. I think better of that. He'll just cry if he gets hit, then tattle to Mama. Her disappointment in me is far worse than even Papa's terrifyingly cold gaze and thunderous voice. Any joy I get from having the water gun is disrupted by the rising voices now coming from Papa's office. It's rare to hear Mama and Papa fighting. As with all of her children, she has a way of settling him, getting him to agree to any of her wishes as easily as a puppet on a string. This time is different. "Come, let's go outside," Antonio says, with even more authority than usual, placing an arm around my shoulders. I look up to see him staring at the door behind which Mama and Papa are arguing. Something in his gaze is even more upsetting to me than the sound of my parents fighting. I suspect he knows what the argument is about. He feels my eyes on him and turns to me with an instant smile. "Let's go. I let you get one good shot at me." A part of me is reluctant to go, but that offer is too tempting to pass up. I follow him into the courtyard, leaving behind the troublesome noise coming from behind that office door as I bask in the anticipation and glory of the prize in my hands. Later that night, I'm in bed, worn out from a day of waterlogged fun. I was happily surprised at how easy a target Antonio made for me over and over again. Maybe tomorrow it will be more of the same. I'm almost on the verge of sleep when I hear soft noises in the hallway. I pull myself out of bed and wander to the door to peek out. "Mama," I announce, looking at her with confusion. She's not in her nightgown. In fact, she has her coat on. Her eyes fall on me, panic seizing those brown eyes I love so much. "Shh, my love," she says in a hushed voice as she walks over to kneel down in front of me. That's when I see Antonio in the hallway behind her. He's also dressed up to go out. "Where are you going? I want to go too."